Kenya is a land of breathtaking beauty. It is home to a stunning array of wildlife. From the iconic elephants and lions to the graceful giraffes and zebras, Kenya's savannas teem with life. These animals are not just beautiful to look at, they're also vital to the health of our planet. Kenya's wildlife attracts tourists from all over the world. This tourism brings in valuable income that supports local communities and conservation efforts. The presence of these animals helps to maintain the delicate balance of nature. Their loss would have a devastating impact on the entire ecosystem. Kenya's wildlife is a global treasure. It is our responsibility to protect these animals for future generations. We must work together to ensure that Kenya remains a haven for wildlife. We must act now to address the threats they face. The future of Kenya's wildlife, and indeed the health of our planet, depends on it. Kenya's wildlife faces a number of serious threats. One of the most pressing is poaching. Driven by demand for ivory, rhino horn and other animal parts, poachers pose a constant danger to many species. The illegal wildlife trade is a multi-billion-dollar industry. It is run by criminal networks that stretch across the globe. Another major threat is habitat loss. As human populations grow, so too does the demand for land. Forests are cleared to make way for farms and settlements. This destruction of habitat leaves animals with nowhere to go. They are forced into closer contact with humans, leading to conflict and further endangering their survival. Climate change is also taking a toll. Droughts are becoming more frequent and severe. This makes it harder for animals to find food and water. The combination of these threats paints a bleak picture for the future of Kenya's wildlife. However, all is not lost. There are people who are working tirelessly to protect these animals. Their dedication and innovative approaches offer hope for a brighter future. Across Kenya, dedicated individuals and organizations are fighting back against poaching. Highly trained rangers risk their lives daily to protect wildlife. They patrol vast areas of land, often in harsh conditions. They are equipped with modern technology, such as drones and tracking devices, to help them stay one step ahead of the poachers. Communities are also playing a vital role in anti-poaching efforts. They are forming their own ranger units to protect the wildlife in their areas. These community-led initiatives are proving to be highly effective. They are fostering a sense of ownership and responsibility among local people. The Kenyan government has strengthened its laws against poaching. Stiffer penalties and increased enforcement are helping to deter would-be poachers. International cooperation is also crucial in the fight against the illegal wildlife trade. Kenya is working with other countries to share information and coordinate efforts to dismantle criminal networks. While the fight against poaching is far from over, these efforts are making a difference. They are giving hope that Kenya's wildlife can be saved for generations to come. Section 4. Empowering communities, protecting wildlife. Conservation efforts are most successful when they involve the people who live alongside wildlife. Recognizing this, many organizations are partnering with local communities to protect Kenya's natural heritage. These community-based conservation projects take many forms. Some focus on providing alternative livelihoods to people who might otherwise turn to poaching or other unsustainable practices. For example, communities are being trained in beekeeping, ecotourism, and sustainable agriculture. These initiatives not only provide income but also reduce pressure on wildlife and their habitats. Other projects focus on education and awareness raising. By teaching young people about the importance of conservation, these programs are helping to create a new generation of environmental stewards. Community-based conservation is a win-win situation. It benefits both wildlife and local people. It is a model that is being replicated across Kenya and beyond. Section 5. Healing the land habitat restoration. Habitat loss is a major threat to wildlife in Kenya. However, there are inspiring efforts underway to restore degraded land and create safe havens for animals. These habitat restoration projects involve a range of activities. Tree planting is crucial for restoring degraded forests and woodlands. Millions of trees are being planted every year, helping to create corridors for wildlife to move freely between fragmented habitats. These corridors are essential for the long-term survival of many species. Water is life, especially in arid and semi-arid areas. Projects to restore water sources, such as springs and wetlands, are bringing life back to parched lands. This is not only beneficial for wildlife, but also for the communities that depend on these water sources. These habitat restoration efforts are making a real difference. They are helping to ensure that Kenya's wildlife will always have a place to call home. Section 6. A second chance, wildlife rehabilitation. Sometimes, despite our best efforts, animals are injured or orphaned. This is where wildlife rehabilitation centers come in. These centers provide a vital service, rescuing and caring for animals in need. They treat a wide range of injuries, from gunshot wounds to snare injuries. They also hand-rear orphaned animals until they are old enough to be released back into the wild. Rehabilitation centers play a crucial role in conservation. They give animals a second chance at life. They also provide valuable insights into the threats facing wildlife. This information helps to inform conservation efforts. The dedication of the staff at these centers is truly inspiring. They work tirelessly to give every animal the best possible chance of survival.